Thanks for joining me today. We're talking about bodybuilding. Today you can ask any kind of bodybuilding questions or how to burn fat, how to build muscle, stuff like that. Supplements. So we're going to open it up to you guys today. We'll let YouTube do its thing, and once we get about 100 people in here, we'll get started. Should only take a couple of minutes, I would assume. This is YouTube after all. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Ask your bodybuilding questions today. And you can ask about supplements, meal replacement powders, protein powders, any of that kind of stuff today. Let's go. Come on, guys, join up. We can do better than this. Let's go. I know we can do better. So right now I'm making a bodybuilding meal. I'm having 6 eggs and green beans with olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper. I think that's my go-to meal if I'm just trying to be healthy and get ripped and get cut, get a 6-pack. That should be your go-to meal, okay? 5, 6 eggs and a can of green beans with olive oil. No sugars. That should really be like your go-to breakfast. Or you could have, bacon, eggs, and some broccoli or asparagus for breakfast, People love to have sugar. Sugar is the number one thing you got to eliminate from your diet. If you want to become the healthiest version of you, you got to eliminate sugar. What's up, dude? Dai K. Thanks for coming in here today. Really appreciate you, man. So I'll show you the meal we're making right here, guys. Bodybuilding meals. So eggs have a lot of protein. Just me, you, and eggs, brother. Yeah. Me, you, and some eggs. Dude, it's the most fun I ever had. I wouldn't want it to be any other way. A hug to the United States. Principal Williams. So yes, you've got to focus on high quality protein meals. You want to be eating a lot of protein, a lot of vegetables. The more vegetables you eat, the better. More vegetables, the better. And for protein, for most people, you're going to want to go with around 100 or 120 grams of protein a day. You don't really need 200-300 grams for most people. But of course, if you really want to know for you, join the Patreon, and then I can start coaching you. We can start doing some coaching. Looking for a few new clients today, a few new coaching clients. If you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to gain weight, get ripped, then join up today. Be one of my clients. Don't have a price system yet, but it'll be monthly coaching. So you're going to have to pay for the whole month in advance, and I'm thinking around $250 a month for coaching. That's what the going rate's going to be. If you want real change, you got to put up real money. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. How many more push-ups do you think I could do than you? I don't think you could do any more than me. I think for push-ups, I think you could probably do about 5. I think I could probably hit about 45. So, but someday we'll have to have a push-up competition. We'll have a push-up competition. He's thinking a lot. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Well, I'm the coach here. I'm the coach. All right. So if you do want to increase your amount of push-ups, join today, $250 a month, and we'll get you into my coaching program. That's going to include focusing on your diet. I'm going to help you out with your diet. I'm going to help you out with your exercises. And with how many calories you should be eating, how much protein you should be eating. This stuff is very important to bodybuilding. If you want to speed up your gains, if you're gonna, and I prefer to coach clients. Most of my clients are natural. I prefer to coach clients that are natural, but I do have a couple of enhanced clients that are on performance enhancing drugs, and I train them differently than my regular clients. If you're on PEDs, I actually have them working out much more for longer durations and doing a lot more sets. And I have my clients on PEDs, I have them eating more calories as well. So there's a lot of changes you have to make if you are on PEDs, and this is very important to know. So if you want to join the coaching program, join the Patreon and then message me over there. All right, John, pop that shirt off for the ladies. Oh, we're not doing any shirtless workouts today. Not yet, anyways. If we get some more viewers in here, then maybe we'll do it. I bet you didn't have a shirt, you would have 50 plus people watching because of your guns. Yes, I do have some pretty good guns, but right now we're just trying to recruit a few new clients. All right, trying to get a few new clients. If you do want to become one of my clients today, I can start coaching you right away. Be careful those guns don't get you arrested. Yeah. Right, guys, you can ask your bodybuilding questions. What about GNS stock prediction? I already told you guys that I liked it like 3 or 4 months ago, and then it went up to about $1.60 or $1.50. So that was it. That was the move. Yeah, that was it. So But I didn't really take that move too seriously. But yeah, I told you guys it was a good buy. And now we've had the move, and now we're going back down. So if you do want to buy it again, if you want to get in, then you can get in. See how low it goes. If you do want to get in on GNS, it's an exciting one. It can be boring, and then it gets very exciting. So if you do want to get in, I would get in slowly, buy a little bit of GNS very slowly, okay? Yes, you could definitely get in on GNS if you want to, but I would wait for the price to come down a little bit. I think it is already coming down. But remember, GNS is a scam company. But, so we don't actually know, since we know GNS is a scam company and the CEO is a scammer, we do not actually know if they hold Bitcoin. Roger Hamilton says that Genius Group holds a lot of Bitcoin. I'm thinking they probably do hold some Bitcoin. In my opinion, I think Genius Group holds some Bitcoin, which is going to be really good. Genius Group says that they are the new MicroStrategy. Basically, what that means is Genius Group is buying Bitcoin. But wait, I thought they were an educational company. They are, but it's a scam educational company. But they're buying Bitcoin now. So that's all it's got going for it. Genius Group, that's all they got, is that they own Bitcoin. You know, the Entrepreneur Resorts Limited, that was a whole fraud. I told you guys on Patreon. I told all the Patreon members that Genius Group was like a complete fraud. So if you paid the money, then you also know I told you to sell on Monday. And that was the day to sell, you know. Not financial advice, though. But that was I told you guys to sell at the peak. Genius call. No one else made that call. No one else in the whole world made that call. I made $9 grand on that call. $9,000. That was a nice chunk of money. But you make it and it's gone so quick, you know. You need to carry 2 guns like John if going to war. That chain like John has, people will try to rob you. Yeah, this chain is very, very expensive. It's only 10 karat gold too, and it's very expensive. Imagine if this chain was like 24 karat gold, this would be over 10 yeah, it would be over $10,000. If this was pure gold, it would be more than 10 grand. It would probably be worth like 12 or more $1,000. But it's not pure gold. It's only 41.7% gold. I am ready to do a workout though. I definitely feel like I'm ready to do a workout. Today I was going to do hill sprints, and I was going to do some arm training for you guys in front of the camera, so you guys can see how a real pro does arm training. I might actually do that if we get a lot more viewers in the next 20 minutes. But we have to actually get some more viewers. We only have 6 viewers right now. I'm not doing any real training if we only got 6 viewers. So guys, stick around. If we get a bunch more viewers, I'll show you how to build massive arms, and even doing it on a low-calorie diet. Because I've switched things up a lot. Right now, I'm just trying to stay basically cut. I want to stay ripped, you know? I like to be ripped. I like to have a six-pack. I think that's the way to be, because it's easier. It's very hard, and it costs a lot of money to bulk up to 200 pounds of pure muscle. I got to eat a lot of high-quality food if I want to bulk up to 200 pounds and I want to stay that big. But I can be what I am now, which is like, what, 170 pounds? I can be ripped and have a six-pack and feel great. I would rather be cut, okay? I would rather be cut than super big and bulky and muscular. Because if you're cut, you can actually see the muscle, you know? when you're cut, you can see every little detail, and I think it's a lot better. It's a lot healthier to eat less. The more you eat, the more chemical reactions you're going to have in your body, and your body cannot neutralize all of the chemical reactions. So if you eat too much, it can cause aging in your body because of all the different cellular processes that I have studied. Okay, I spent years learning about this stuff. You know, the more you eat, you will not live longer. If you eat less, you will live longer. So just because of science, the way to be is to be cut. You don't want to be big and muscular. Yes, being big and muscular, it looks great, but it's not sustainable at all unless you're very rich and you have the time to eat that many meals and cook that many meals. You know, it's way better and way healthier to be cut. So, do you eat eggs every night? I like to eat eggs every day. I do a low calorie, low carb diet. So I have low sugars, and there's no sugar in this meal really. The green beans have a little bit of carbohydrates, but not much. I basically try to eat keto because eating keto is the healthiest way. Too many sugars can cause yeast outbreaks in the body. It can cause an imbalance of healthy bacteria. So you want to eat low sugar. The less sugar you eat, the longer you're going to live, basically. Okay? And if you eat less sugar, you're going to have a smaller chance of getting things like dementia. Okay? So you want to have less sugar. If you have more sugar, you're going to have a higher risk of dementia. That's terrible. What I just told you should be life-changing, guys. You guys should instantly stop eating sugar right now. Because when you get older, this shit's going to affect you. Generations have never had things like Pop-Tarts, toaster strudels, all these cakes and everything like that. And people are eating this crap all day long. Dude, when you're 60 or 70 years old, that's going to affect you. You got to stop eating sugar. All right, guys? That's my message to you guys today. 13 people in here. Cut out the sugar. To be huge, you got to be unemployed to have so much free time to constantly work out and cook everything. Yeah, basically, you got to be unemployed and just freaking work out full time. I would love to do that. I would love to be a full-time YouTuber and just focus on working out and gaining as much muscle as possible. But I don't make enough money right now as a YouTuber. Okay? So I can't do it. That would be the life, though. Just have YouTube pay you, and I'll just do videos all day long, just getting jacked up, working out all day, eating meals. That would be the ultimate life. That's like Sam Sulek. That's the life he gets to live. He can live an amazing life. He gets to work out, train all the time, build as much muscle as possible. That's my goal. You know, that's my goal. To just do YouTube full time and just do workout videos and coaching. Where I'm different than most coaches is I have studied the human body, the biology, and how diet affects the body. Whereas a lot of other coaches focus more on the training, what they think is nutrition, what they think is a healthy diet. I'm in this for the long run, you know? I want my clients to still be my clients when they're 70 years old. Still be working out when they're 70 years old, you know? That's what we have for a sauce, is just there's no sugar, there's no carbs, there's no protein, there's nothing. It's basically nothing. It's good for you. Glass bottle, yeah. What you don't want is barbecue sauces with a lot of sugar. Even A1 steak sauce is very bad for you. Yeah, I just said that. A1 is very bad. It has sucralose. Sucralose. Terrible for you. Okay? And A1 steak sauce has it. And guys, pretty much every single steak sauce and barbecue sauce has sucralose. This is very bad for you. You got to take this stuff seriously. That's why I do this on pretty much everything. It's not bad for you. You got to learn to look at the labels. These companies are evil. They're putting this stuff inside these products. They're putting sucralose inside barbecue sauce. Okay? Today you got to be extra smart. If you want to be healthy, you got to be extra smart. Because they're sneaking very bad ingredients. No juices or soda, stick to water only. Yes. What you should really do, I've studied everything, even down to how you should drink water. Best way to drink water is right when you wake up in the morning, drink a whole bunch of it. Like we're talking 2 or 3 or 4 cups of water right when you wake up. You don't want to actually drink with your meals because that'll dilute the stomach acids and you're not going to digest your food as well if you drink with your meals. That's true. You want to drink before you eat, then wait about 20 minutes and then eat. There's scientific reasons to everything, you know? America has the most poisoned food and drinks. Yes, yes. It's very unhealthy to be a typical American. This is olive oil. It's a glass bottle of olive oil. It's got monounsaturated fats. Very good for you. Again, the idea is, guys, we want to have healthy cell walls, healthy cell membranes. That's why we have olive oil, okay? Your body, all your body is just a mass, tons and tons of cells, okay? They all have cell membranes. You want these cell membranes to be impenetrable. You don't want things to be able to get inside of your cells. So that's why you want your cells to be built out of high quality fats. Olive oil. This will construct your body to become stronger. Okay? Because it will make your cell walls stronger. It's way better than having too much saturated fat. Some saturated fat is good for testosterone production. But you want to have a lot of omega-3 fats too. Monounsaturated. So, you guys should always basically have a bottle of olive oil. Okay? If you got your own apartment, get some freaking olive oil. Whenever you have vegetables, it should be every day you should eat vegetables. Always put the olive oil on there. Okay? Daily. Jesus Rodriguez is in the house. Yes, America is the most poisoned, has the most poisoned food and drinks. Like I said, every single freaking barbecue sauce has sucralose. Every single energy drink has sucralose. Freaking look at prepackaged food. A lot of that stuff has sucralose. The modern diet will destroy your bacteria. The modern diet will make you have all kinds of things that are diseases, and you'll have to go to the doctor. You'll have different rashes, different things with your body. And you're going to have to go to the doctor. So you don't want to eat typical American diet. You want to stay away from the doctor. All right, guys. That's right, boy. Want to eat healthy so you don't have to go to the doctor. All right, guys. We got 105 views on this so far. Keep it up, everybody. 105 views. I think we can do better than that. Let's go. Let's do better. When are you dropping the merch? As soon as I can get the time and the money to invest in the merch. My first attempt at merch was this shirt. John's Gold and Silver. That was my first attempt. I failed because I did not have the means of production. I did not have the ability to produce these at a massive level. And I still don't. But my goal is to buy a machine that will make shirts, that will print stuff on the shirt. So that's coming, but how long? Probably 2 years. Probably 2 years out. I still got to get a spot to put this machine, and then I got to get the money to buy the machine. But I'm thinking I can produce a book in 6 months. So I keep thinking every day about the book, what's going to be in it. So I'm putting this book together, an outline of it. So I got to get the book. I got to get the book. T-shirts will come eventually. The t-shirt machine that I want, it's like around $10,000. It's like 10 grand. But the way that it prints it on there, it's amazing. Like this one, this could rip off. Like, it could peel off. It will eventually peel off. But if I can get my hands on one of these machines, it won't peel off. It like lasers it on there. It like lasers the ink on somehow. I don't even know. But that's not even a viable option right now because we don't have enough viewers. So first, I got to try to get way more viewers. And then, yeah, the freaking t-shirt machine is going to be the freaking end of my existence. These things are so expensive. You can get cheaper ones, but I want to get one of the good ones. Pro Fusion V2 Direct Garment Printer. This one's only 5 grand. Wow. Yeah, these printers can do some amazing things, you know. That's what I want to do is print John's Gold and Silver on these shirts, and then I'll sell them for like 20 bucks, and then ship them out, you know. XRP. Yeah, XRP is really dropping right now. It'll probably stop and stabilize. It's $3.08. Wow. Yeah. Whenever you have a big run, it's going to have a pullback. You know, nothing goes straight up forever. So that's all this is. You see gold's down, silver's down, XRP, Shiba Inu. So basically gold, the metals, and the crypto is all down. The stock market was actually not that bad today. But overall, the stock market was up, but a lot of stocks were down. A lot of stocks were hurting today. But yeah, XRP right now is $3.11. It's going to have some support right here, even as the first support, 308. And there's going to be more support coming at 302. You know, at $2.90. There's going to be a lot of support for XRP. So we might not go back down to $2 again. So I do think in the short term, XRP is going to come down to about $2.80 or $2.90. Then it's going to stabilize a little bit. And then I do think it's going to go back up. Remember, guys, we were just very bullish. Is this one day going to really hurt everything? One bearish day today? I think it's okay to move up for 20 days up and have a couple of days that are bad. It's okay to have a couple of days like this. You know? I'm not worried. But I do think XRP will go to 50 cents after this cycle is over. I think XRP will drop way back down. Well, it may never go back to 50 cents. Maybe this time when it goes down, XRP will only go down to like $1. Maybe it'll never go back to 50 cents. I think that's possible. That we start to make a new floor eventually. But yeah, short term I'm bullish on XRP. Long term I'm bearish. So, and eventually I will become bullish again. XRP just goes in cycles, you know? That's how it moves. So right now this is as high as we've ever seen it. So I'll support around 270. He thinks XRP will find support. Yeah, it should. It definitely, I think it should. Yes. Bro will never ever go back to he thinks it'll never go back to $1. Well, only time's going to tell. All right, guys, you have any bodybuilding questions today? Let's go. Bodybuilding. Any questions? He thinks XRP will go down to $2.30. Utility will keep XRP high. Yeah, I don't think XRP is actually a utility coin, though. I think that's part of the scam, part of the fraud. So I don't think XRP is a true utility coin. It's been around long enough that if all this stuff was true, it would have happened by now. It's been around so long. They got rid of Gary Gensler and still nothing happens, you know? Banks already using it. How can it not be a utility? Well, which banks are using it and how much are they using? Are you just looking at the Ripple website and says, oh yeah, this bank is using it on the Ripple website? Or do you actually know which banks are using it and how much they're using it? I don't think banks are actually using it. That's what they tell you. Wicked cool haircut. Thank you, bro. Thank you. XRP has so many tokens they haven't unlocked. Yes, it's not fully diluted. That's what that means. Not fully diluted. They have a lot of tokens that are just sitting there, and they can sell these whenever they want. they can change so that they dump it, whatever, you know. It's not a real market if all the coins are not even available, you know. It's not even a real market. XRP, it's all manipulated. It's manipulated by Ripple and by the market makers. But I don't care. I'm just going to keep buying Shiba Inu. I like Shiba Inu. How much weight muscle have you put on since lifting? Not that much. I've always been skinny. So since I started lifting, I probably put on like 15 pounds, something like that. I've always been skinny. But yesterday I did some push-ups and pull-ups. Today I was just going to do some arm training. Might as well do a little something right now. Do a few curls. How much? So yes, I've put on probably 15 or 20 pounds of muscle. Mainly on my back, my chest. My back's pretty strong. I can do a lot of pull-ups. Had to quit smoking, or did you get through that very quickly? Oh, Corey. Yes. I actually quit vaping about 5-6 months ago. Yeah, but I'm always trying to encourage people to quit vaping. Was it hard? Yeah. For the first week or so, you have to physically like try to not allow your body to go to the store. You know, like if you have to get gas, just swipe your card outside. Don't even go in. Stay away from where the vapes are. That's how to do it. You got to stay away. You got to physically try to remove yourself from that, and like don't allow yourself. Just like you have to actually take full control of your body. You got to take full control and have 100% control over all of your movements and everything. So in order to quit, you got to be very mentally strong. All right. One, two. 10. That's how you do it, guys. Tricep overhead extension. That's one of the best exercises you can do for your arms. Have you ever thought of moving from Alaska? No. Absolutely not. All right, guys, we're gonna give it another go. We're gonna do one more set. Let's do it. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it. Move muscle on XRP. Let's move some weight, boys. Don't wimp out on me now, guys. XRP is actually a token, not a coin. Good man. Good on you for knowing that. Good on you. One, 2, 3, 4. Guys, you got to really focus on letting that weight come down slow, okay, like that. That's how you can get big arms, all right? Let it come down slow. Our car broke down again at the Costco gas station. Parents just paid $2 grand a couple weeks ago to fix it. Same thing broke. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I hope it goes better for your family's car. Buy a Toyota. These are for the front delts. Let's go. That's a wrap. That's all you need. They got a 2022 Honda Pilot. Damn, that's sad. How could it have broken? Honda Pilots are amazing. How is this possible? What car do you have? Yeah, that's a reliable car. Honda Pilot. Let's go, guys. Let this be motivation for you guys today. Go get your workout in, all right? I'll see you soon.